Yeah, thanks.
Great. So the recording is on.
Okay, cool. So, hi guys, my name is Saeed, and this is Leonor, and we started it online. And Akmal is in office; he's trying to join from office, and I'm sure there's more students in office as well. So, if you decide to kind of know it already that you want to start, you can turn on the cameras so we can kind of put up a face to our voice, and it will be better. So, let's get started. Leonor, can you move to the next slide?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so just want to go over today's agenda, what we want to cover. So we'll talk about the class, the program, what we're trying to cover, about the course structure, right, and what's expected of you if you take the class and your future career growth, right. We'll go over about the course structure and what we'll deliver, right. And there's a fast track, meaning how you can finish the class faster. And we invited some of our previous alumni that will talk about it. So if you have any questions, you can ask at the end. But please make sure you take notes if you have questions. So sometimes you forget your questions at the end of the day. By the time of the class. Okay. Thanks. So we founded in 2009, guys. So when we founded the class for the QA, I can assure there was nobody around. Okay, there was no any QA classes. We were the first pioneers in Brooklyn. I would say in tri-state area. Uh, First, we opened our office in Avenue P. Then we were in Ships at Bay Road, and we moved out to the new bigger office, which is in 2906 Shell Road. So, and here we are. So we have our Google page, and we have been doing since 2009. Uh, Over thousands of students. We train them, place them in jobs. Uh, Everybody's happy, and then we kind of enjoy doing that. So you can tell, we've been more than 10 years in the business. So that means we really enjoy teaching. So that's where our strengths is. So we're really really into this, and I personally, and I can say for everyone, we feel great about when people find a job, and that's where our job completes, not when you finish the class. Okay, so next slide, Lino. Thank you. Okay, so this is me, Said Arslanov. That's my number, and that's my email, and that's my picture, guys. I guess I grew up a little bit, right? You can tell. Long time. So I've been more than 10 years, you can say 15 years in IT industry. Mostly what I do is I change jobs. Why? Because I get bored in one company quickly. So I have tons of experience in mostly in the business analysis, project management, and software testing. So I've been in all the SDLCs. So that's where I worked at all the major banks, Credit Suisse, JP Morgan Chase, State Street Bank. I worked for the Bloomberg also, which is data analytics company, E-Trade, that they provide the tools. So I've been in the financial industry, and my strengths would be on the regulatory reporting of the trade data side. So right now, I don't work for the banks anymore. I'm in full dedicated to the class. So that's where, I felt like, that's what I do enjoy teaching. So that's where I'm full dedicated on that. So I'm tired of the corporate world, honestly. So that's where I'm at right now. Okay, Akmal, you joined or not, but Linud, you can go ahead.
Akmal, I think he's in the class, but we'll give him a couple of minutes, guys, to set up. So the picture or the video, what you see is, guys, our office. Uh, we're going to talk about later on, but I'll start with myself. Good morning, everyone. My name is Linur Ibrahimov, and that's the third one. You can see, and I'll be working with you guys on the finance and interview preparation. So about myself, guys, like Said already pointed out, we've been in this industry for a long, long time, and it's not just like we started somewhere on the YouTube, our specialty, and we try to pass it to you. We've been working in this industry close to the second decade. almost up to 15, 20 years. And it's not just like we started and being working as an analyst and so on. We've been working in the actually managing departments and actually being a head of the department. So starting with us guys, with myself, Akmal, Saeed, you will be getting not just the theoretical part, or I would say the part where we just say, okay, here you go, guys, study this, go to the market. You will be getting the first hand of the experience. And like Saeed already pointed out, we've been the first one on the street, the first one, and every single one you can hear regarding any courses or any IT courses. Rest assured, guys, those are just coming from us. So you are in a good hands and just working with the expert. Akmal, to you, please. Can you hear us, Akmal? You all set up?
Yeah, I think all set up here.
All right. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. This is Akmal. So, as Saeed and Linur mentioned, so we opened a long time ago. So we've been doing this like over 10 years now, 15 years almost. So as background, I also started in a class and I didn't have any IT background. So my economics and statistics educational background only. Um, So I have been doing like testing, test automation. Now I'm a, test manager in a, Federal Reserve Bank. I've been working in a big financial companies like Bloomberg, Mizuho, and other payment companies and software companies. So which worked with the Goldman Sachs and stuff. So um, with me, you're gonna be in a technical side, so we'll be learning with you the little bit of coding, database, and servers, how to interact with servers, and how to find and troubleshoot something, right? So it's a little bit technical. So we'll start from the very scratch. So I think we're gonna give you all this, expertise, all those years we gain those, practical knowledge. So it's going to be more practical rather than, theoretical only. So thanks for joining.
Great. Thank you, Akmal.
Thank you.
And the next slide, guys. That's the I would say we get this question every single orientation. So what makes the difference? Level Up Consulting Academy from the different courses. So there's a lot of differences, like some of them would point out. And one of the major, and we proud to announce that every time when we come for the orientation, it's our I would say the portfolio of the job offers we can guide them, we can mentor you after you graduate our courses. So it's not only QA analyst, right? So we will start as a QA tester, a QA analyst, preparing you for the QA analyst and QA tester. But on the top of that, we are the only school who will guide you and who will mentor you and who will prepare you for the QA analyst, manual tester, automation engineer, like Akmal pointed out, or QA engineer, or in other words, we call it SDET, software development in testing. On the top of that, we'll also prepare production support analysts, in other words, client support analysts working with the production. And the other two, it's a business analyst and data analyst. So all of these jobs, it's a very, very hard in the market now. So again, guys, it's not just a one way we're preparing you just for QA analysts. That's your future career path. And one of the questions, guys, we've been asked, we don't charge separately for each and of one of them, like a business analyst is separately, a product. It's everything included in one structure. And then at the end of the courses, we as the mentors will guide you. Okay, Maria or Natya, you will be going better for the QA engineer. Annie, you better be a business support, a production support, or Nigmar, you will be better as a business analyst or data analyst. So that's your future career path, not just a QA analyst, not just a QA tester, but all of these, like a portfolio of our future career paths, and it's everything is included in one course. Guys, like I pointed out at the beginning, make sure you make your notes, and if you have any question, just For myself, Saeed, and Akmal, just you can text it in chat, and we will be gladly answering all of your questions.
Linur,
That's you guys,
before you go further, so I forgot to introduce Maria. So she's gonna be with me, assistant. She's gonna be your instructor on a database and Linux for servers. So Maria, just briefly introduce yourself.
Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you, teachers. I was a Level Up Academy student at some point back in 2018. Can't believe it. Now I've been working as a QA engineer for almost 5 years. And I remember I missed first orientation, but my friend really convinced me to join the second class, and I did. And I was a little skeptical, because my background wasn't really technical. But as you can see, yeah, I really enjoyed it, never regretted it. And I've been mostly working in financial domain as a QA automation, working with different programming languages and different tools, collaborating with the most intelligent people out there. And it's been a fun journey. I've never regretted it.
Great, thank you, Maria. So just so Maria started as you guys as our student. She graduated, she got a job, but now she's going to be associate of Akmal. She will be teaching and helping Akmal with the tools classes. So that's another successful, great story from our community. Moving forward with the slides, guys. Your future career path, like you guys, we introduced the IT industry. Every IT industry goes through the SDLC. Saeed will touch bases on that in details. Software development lifecycle, and software development lifecycle starts here, like you guys see here, starts, and there's a requirement gathering, design, then coding, testing, and the production support. So as you guys see, this is a whole SDLC process from the start till finish. And we're not just teaching this part, guys, where it says manual and automation testing. We're teaching and preparing the professionals, young professionals, to get the job in every single stage of this SDLC, starting with the requirement gathering, then continue with the Akmal will touch base on something on coding, automation, manual testing, and production support. So every single stage of the software development lifecycle, you will be taught, and if as you wish, or as your soft skills and technical skills fit you, we will guide you and will prepare you for your future career. Regarding the timelines, guys, the timelines, we have the whole course structured for the people who are actually working. We all know this is America. You have to work and you have to pay your bills. Meaning, we structured our courses so you can work and you can attend the classes. So that structure is designed for the people who is working, right? So it's going to be from the 6 to 8 months, depending how the class is grasping the information and so on. But besides that, guys, so this is the overall structure, right? 6 to 8 months. So we will start with the 2 months Saeed methodology, and then we'll move 2 months with Akmal, tools and technology, and then you will come to me, finance interview preparation, 2 months. And in the middle, we will do like a Saeed will start business analyst, then the automation and the production support. So this whole course, guys, is structured for the regular people who is working 2 times a week and attending the classes and also starting and preparing for the job. But besides this schedule, guys, we have so-called fast track express course, which is from the 3 to 4 months, and we'll touch bases on that one as well. And that one is designed for the people who are willing to go to the market and get the job faster, who has the more time in hand, more time to study. So we designed these courses for the people who is working and who can afford just studying 2 times a week, and for the people who wants to go to the market in 3-4 months. So we'll touch base on that in details later on, guys, regarding the fast track and express class. Saeed, over to you, bro.
Hey guys, so when I start teaching, so you will be 2 months about with me. So what we will do is we will learn about basic principle of the SDLC, STLC, and then QR roles. So it's basically introduction to the software testing. Then we'll learn about how to prepare the documentation of that, test plan, test cases, and then we will do the actual testing, the practice using the some one of the projects, and then we'll do the tools. We'll learn the tools how to use, uh, you know, Jira, Confluence, where it will help us to test the application. Okay, so basically, if you ask me what is this, so it's like a we building a plain pizza, guys. Okay, all your foundation is based on this. So if you're good with me, you know everything what I teach in 2 months, and you go to market with that, you can get a basic manual QA job, believe it or not, guys. Okay. So that's why this is very important. You know the foundation. So everything on top is just it will be the topping, guys. Okay. So we're building the baseline foundation for the software testing. So once your foundation is good, anything you learn after that will be built on top. So that's very important because if you miss this anything, then Akmal will teach Linur, so you might miss. Okay. Okay, that's it, Linur. You wanna meet Linur?
Yeah, I think it's mine.
Linur,
Can
you
you
wanna
hear me?
meet? Yeah.
Okay. So second step is the, so let me just put this way. Second step is the technical part. So as soon as you learn some theoreticals like the fundamentals, what QA, BA, or any other role, right, in IT does. So then we have to go to practical part. Like we have to go and see how to create documents, right? How to, when you're creating, what tools you're going to use. And let's say you found some issue in a software. Now, how to document that, or how to see if it's an issue or not. So those kind of a troubleshooting. So we're gonna learn like the database. You might be finding the issues like data mismatching, or uh, something wrong with the database, and it's not showing on the website. Some those kind of issues we're gonna dig into the database sections, like using the SQL, so-called. It's called a structured query language, which is the language that interacts with the database. So you will be learning also a little bit of data analytics. So you'll be working with the actual database, querying it, and then searching something in it. A second section of it will be the servers. So sometimes you need to go in and check if the software issue is in the servers. Can we see more details in the server, or is it I'm not able to log in? Maybe the server is not up, right? So it's not working, maybe, or something wrong with the server. So those kind of commands or details of troubleshooting we're going to learn in the Linux part, so which is the operating system of the servers. So as a part of automating, making testing more efficient, we're going to be learning the test automation, right? So automating the testing process. So we're going to use the Python and the Python language for that, and Selenium when we are dealing with the websites. Okay. So along the way, we will be discussing a lot of technologies that you nowadays IT uses, like web technologies, how website work, right? So when you enter the URL, where it goes, what kind of technologies are there, like HTML, how developers work, right? So what is the uh, process of making this application ready, right? So those processes called CI/CD, see, software delivery process. So those kind of in the software architecture, how softwares are built, like how these developers, start working, or what they work with daily. So those kind of details we'll be discussing along the way when we face those kind of topics. Okay, so second step is more structure. I mean, technical. So you have to be able to attend the lectures. You need to attend the lectures, and then you also need to practice at home, practice a lot more than usual. So because you have to get used to those kind of commands or technologies or applications that we're using. Okay. So you don't have to worry about it. We're going to start from very scratch. So you don't need to have a IT background. So I will be giving you instructions, how to install it, how to start, navigational part. All this introduction will be from zero. Okay, so don't worry about if you are not technical, if you haven't dealt with the computers before. So we're going to be installing. I will be helping you to install. Sometimes we can do a separate sections of sessions for that. Okay. So, and computer, usually the questions come about computer configuration, what configuration we need to have. So that computer configuration we're going to talk about on the second step, right? When you're starting the course, don't worry about computers. So you will need on the second step. So that then I will help you to maybe to pick or to configure your computer. Okay. So
All right,
that's the
thank you.
second step. Thank you.
Thank you, Akmal. So the next part after Akmal, guys, after Akmal finish, you will come to me, guys, and I want to just continue what Akmal started with. It's a very important point, guys, because we get this question a lot from the students. They come to us saying, "Hey, Leonard, Akmal, or Saeed, I don't have any experience with the IT, or I'm really not IT person." So the courses, guys, the course is designed for you to start like literally from the scratch. You don't have to know anything, like no experience, no IT knowledge. And talking about the finances, since I'm going to start talking about finance now, you don't have to know anything about the finance as well, guys. So the courses and the whole structure of the classes are designed for the people literally starting from the scratch. You don't need to know, like, as long as you can navigate with the mouth and you can turn on your computer and off, that's enough, guys. From there, we will take care of the rest as long as you will study. So that's that, guys, regarding the experience and what you need to know and what you don't need to know. You don't need to know. Like, all we need from you guys, just like a desire, motivation, and just sign up for the course. The rest is going to be in our hands, and if you follow the guidance from us. So going forward, guys, once you finish with Akmal, like Akmal pointed out, once you finish with the Saeed, SDLC methodology, and then tools, you will come to me, guys, and you will, with me, you will study finance and interview preparation. So why finance, you might ask, guys? First of all, guys, we're based in New York, and as you guys know, New York, it's a financial capital of the world, and all of the banking, all of the banks, big major banks, investment banks, regular banks, all of the insurance companies, all of the financial companies, payment companies, cryptocurrencies, right, are based in New York, right, guys, the headquarters. But make no mistake about it, guys. We're placing the student throughout the whole states, not just in New York. But why we concentrate on finance, guys? Because there's a lot of jobs in the finance industry. The crypto market is booming. The trading technology is booming. So that's why we concentrate on finance. And on the top of that, guys, the finance industry pays the top of the money, top of the dollar in the industry. So they pay much more than the regular, for example, let's say e-commerce or any other job. So finance pays much more than the rest. So once you come to me, guys, we will start studying with the financial products, right? Like you guys probably know, there's a New York Stock Exchange, what is being done in there, stocks, equities, like all the financial instruments being bought and sold. So we'll go through that process, how it's being traded, what is a trade life cycle, what is a fixed protocol, we'll cover that. What is a trading application, guys? You might ask, guys, what is a trading application is, but it's a very high level. You go to the Amazon, you buy your goods, right? You buy the books. That's the trading application where you buy and where you buy the books. But the trading application in the finance, it's where you buy and sell financial instruments such as stocks, options, or bonds, right? After we're done with that, guys, I'm not going to go in details. We will go into the resume preparation and project preparation. So picking up on what Akmal said, right, on the tools and stuff, I would say the only one school, guys, or academy where we present you guys, starting from Saeed's classes, continue with Akmal. you will guys be giving the Jira real tools such as Jira in Akmal's class, such as Linux. Akmal will install it or help you with the Selenium. We will give you the tools, guys, actually, which you will work in the actual job. And the same thing in my class, guys, I'll be guiding you and going through the real project, like a trading application. And again, guys, you don't need to know anything about it. We will go from the 0 to 60 as long as you will attend our courses. So that's on the resume preparation. It doesn't mean that I heard like it doesn't mean that we will prepare you and just go to the market, go find a job for yourself. No, you guys will be with us until you find a job, your dream job. That's the resume preparation and project preparation. We also will do mock-up interviews with myself, with the Saeed, with Akmal. We will do real interviews. Like we've been doing these interviews on the already 5-10 years, guys, not just with the students, but in the real job, we're interviewing candidates. So we'll do the same interviews with you, prepare you for the real job and getting the jobs. So that's that, guys. What we will deliver. Saeed, you would like to take from here what we will deliver and how
Thank
it
you.
works? Yes.
Okay. So initially, once we start the class, guys, it will be 2 weeks of free trial classes. So you can join for 2 weeks and then see whether, this class is really for you or not. Okay. The class will be recorded so you can rewatch it. Okay. So basically, if you really want to change your life from where you are, you have to really push it yourself. Because I always tell everyone, like, it's a clapping happens with two hands, right? If we keep teaching, if you don't study, the clap doesn't happen, guys. So that's why you have to do your best as well. Okay. So once you make the payment for the class, you can retake the class for 2 times. So total 3 times you can retake the class, guys. You take once, right? You take once, you make a payment, and then you can take it 2 times after that. Okay. For some reason, people change the job and they want to move somewhere, they have family problems, right? So that's why we can retake two more times. It will be free, guys. Okay, second and third time. Okay, so the class will be in English, so you have to know written and spoken English. Okay, so we don't require you to have a previous IT experience. Okay, we'll teach everything, guys, and this is how it's been always worked. Okay, you have to have legal work authorization in the country. As long as you have a work authorization, we can place you guys. Okay. So if you're in student visa or any other visa, sorry, we cannot help you to place you, but we can still teach you guys. For teaching, we don't have any problem. Okay. So I want you to understand. So we are a consulting company. We're not a college or we're not a high school, right? So if you miss the class, it's your responsibility to watch the recording, okay, and catch up. Don't come tell us, oh, I had this problem. This we don't care. We all grown ups, right? So that's why we want to make sure like we know what we all know, and then we do our due diligence and we follow up on that. Okay. So shall I continue?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So the classes will last 7 to 8 months. Okay. So it depends how fast the class moves, but usually the schedule is 7 months. But if your class is slow and you guys not catching up, so it might extend a little time. Okay. So the reason is we don't want to rush it. We just want to make sure that we give you what you need to complete, guys. Okay. It's not about timeline. It's about the end result, what we're trying to achieve, guys. Okay. So that's what matters for us, right? Again, a lot of questions I get is, okay, Saeed, if I take your class, do you guarantee I'll get a job? I'll say no. Okay. We don't guarantee. It's like, you pay into college and, you come attend, but you don't study. How you going to get an A? You're going to fail the class, right? So same thing. You have to study. Okay. 2 hours a day, guys. I can tell you this. I can guarantee you one thing. If you study every day for 2 hours, then yeah, you will get a job. Okay. That's what our statistics shows. Everyone who studied, they always get a job, 100%, guys. Okay. And like I said, right? Uh, let's say you can retake the class, but understand after 2 weeks you make a payment, there's no refund, guys. Okay. That's why we give you 2 weeks to think about it, do your research, understand everything, how the market is, because we will, in these 2 weeks, I will show you everything in detail, guys. Okay. And then you make the decision. Okay. So the total payment is 14,000, 7,000 for the training, 1,000 each month. And after you get a job, another 7,000, but you pay off that within the 3 months. Okay. So any problems you have at that job, so we get you covered as well. Okay. So we'll help you to create anything in the documentation. So that's why you staying with us for another 3 more months. Okay. So that's what we can promise you to deliver.
All right. So that's the fast track, what I was telling you guys. Just somebody asked, guys, this 7,000, the first 7,000, you don't have to pay everything in once, guys. It's just like a 1,000 a month within the 7 months. And the second 7,000, you have to pay only after you get the job, guys. Okay. Regarding the fast track, right? As Said pointed out earlier, the regular class is designed for the 7 to 8 months, guys. But again, guys, we're not rushing the time. We never try to rush the time because we would like to all of you understand the topics. We're not gonna move forward if there's somebody who's not understanding. We will make sure that everyone understands and then we'll move forward, right? But besides the regular track, we have a fast track, so-called express class, what I briefly touched earlier, right? So that course, guys, the fast track, will finish and design for the 3-4 months. Again, this is a design for the people who would like to graduate the course and go and find a job earlier. But for those who has like the families, then the regular job, has to go to the work, pay the bills, it's a regular track, right? So 7 to 8 months. But you have an extra time, you can take the fast track and you can complete this course in 3-4 months. Again, guys, it will be completed in 4 months, whether you will be joining the ongoing session, live session. Also, you will be shared with the video recordings. You will have a guidance from us, from the mentors, and where you at, how you prepare a resume. So it's going to be same, but a little bit faster than regular, right? It's going to be intensive study, guys. So it's going to be 4 times a day. Yeah, I'm sorry, 4 days a week versus 2 times a week, right? The regular class is the 2 times, but it's going to be 4 days a week. The payment year, obviously, guys, since you're starting 3-4 months, you have to close the balance 7,000 within this time. And obviously, guys, like I told you, you have to be strong athlete of studying, motivated, and just pushing yourself towards your goal, dream job, right? That's a fast track. This part fast track program, again, guys, is going to be almost the same, right? But it's going to be 4 times a week, like I earlier said. Okay. And for the fast track, and by the end of the program, you have to choose. Or we will guide you. Either you go as a business analyst, as a QA analyst, quality assurance analyst, manual engineer, which is a test automation, or production support analyst. Okay. And then the next one, I think we will just not gonna do the guest speakers for now because I think we have some questions and
Just Leonor, before you go,
go ahead.
I just want to add, if you go back to the timeline, like just want to make this addition, like the difference. Can you show the previous slide?
Sure.
Which shows the so you could see a few things might be not familiar with you, like a methodology. This is like a fundamentals, basics, what you need to know. So you could see this methodology, tools, technology, and finance market prep. These are usually any like a course might give you, right? But what we are giving extra is, as a part of whole package, we're giving you business analysis, test automation, which you can do as a software development engineer in test, or the QA engineer. So they are called differently. But they do the same thing as a responsibility. They do the same thing. And production support. So we're giving like 3 extra speciality. So you can not only go as a software tester or software test engineer, right? But you can also go to the market and find a job as a business analyst, test automation engineer, right? Specifically, and then production support, which is you're gonna be working with the big companies, assisting them in their how they use the application. Okay, so this is all in one package. In mostly that's the also one difference from different classes, different schools. So we also give you the business knowledge and then extra specialty, which you need to take separately, so there's separate programs for that. We are including everything in one. So take that into account. And people usually come back, students also come back and then brush up on those business analysis or production support knowledge, and they might change their specialty once they start the IT. So yeah, so take those into account. And also regarding the curriculum, I think we mentioned what we're gonna study. So in the beginning, we will study the whoever and whatever documentation people are doing in IT, and what are the specialties, right? What are the roles in IT? So a lot more in detail, right? So, and then in the second part, you will, as I mentioned, database, servers, and programming language like a Python, which is becoming very popular, right? And it's number one language in the world right now. And finance, like Linur mentioned, all of them. So this you can take it as a note and then put it as a curriculum. So curriculum will make sense when you're studying. At this point, I think will be bogus words, like unfamiliar words, but for you guys. Okay, so that's I wanted to mention as addition.
Thank you, Akmal.
Okay.
Thank you. I think we can take some of the questions. Akmal, if you have on your side questions. I think I have one question from Amir Kadyrov.
Yeah.
Fast course is based on the performance. Amir, not necessarily. It doesn't based on the performance. It based on the on your willing, on your motivation. How bad do you want it? Basically, I can put it in that way. How bad do you want? You really wanted that job really badly, and you want to get it within the 3-4 months or 5 months. That's up to you. If you decide to take the fast course, if you have a strength, motivation, in the time, I would always recommend take the fast track, because in this case, you guys kind of try to finish it earlier and get a job earlier, right? But if you cannot do that, guys, and if you have a daily job, there's nothing wrong with that taking the regular courses, because the regular courses, the Maria, who is currently a teacher, right, helper to Akmal, she took the regular courses, and she can, I'm sure, because she was an A student, right? Maria was a student, and I'm sure if at that time we had a fast course, probably Maria would take it. It depends on her, what was her schedule, and we can ask Maria. Maria, maybe you can just tell students and share your success story, how you end up, and what was the maybe challenges in your preparation, or maybe regarding your job, and to tell the students about you joined and how excited you are.
Yeah, of course. So back in 2018, I had a part-time job. I worked like 4 days a week. I have a child. I was a single parent. So yeah, for me, it was really life-changing. So I joined the class. I had to work. I have to take care of my child. We also had group classes. So the guys from the class, they were coming to my place once a week, and we were studying together. It was very interesting, challenging, but as Akmal and Linur mentioned, if you guys study at least, I don't know, an hour a day, 2 ideally, you can totally do it. So, and after I finished the course, I was able to find a job. I got an offer in I think it was less than 2 months for me. So I was really motivated. I wanted to change my life. And it changed. It was I don't know. I've never regretted it, guys. So if you have any questions to me, I'm here a life example of how a person with a non-technical background went to the school. I didn't know anything. I only know how to use email and how to use Word. That's it.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maria. And guys, if you have any questions, please feel free, just post it in chat or text one of us to Akmal, Saeed, or myself. And speaking of our alumnus, right, who is going to be joining and share their experience, the next one we will give the word to our the most recent graduate. She literally got the offer recently, and she changed it because she found something better. Her name is Nilufar Shodiva. Nilufar, please go ahead. Share your story, share what challenges you had during the preparation, and how do you like your current job, Nilufar?
Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, sorry. Are you hearing me well?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we can hear you, Nilufar.
Okay. Yeah, I am very excited right now because last year in my life, everything has changed. I wanna say all of you, all of my teachers, thank you very much. I'm so happy for you. And when I was started this course, my English was not good. And also I didn't have any knowledge about finance. And I graduated Pharmaceutical Institute. It's very different if I compare to finance. That's why I can say I had zero knowledge about finance. And but I put the goal to me in front of me. I tried to reach my goal. I studied hard. I followed directions. And now I can say I achieved my goal not once, even twice, because I already got 2 offers, and I started working in the first job, and then I changed to my second job because of some reasons, because that worked a little bit far from my house, and I have a mother of 4 kids with such kind of big family. It was hard for me. That's why I changed my job, and right now I am working remotely, fully remotely. I'm sitting at home, taking care of my kids, taking care of my family. Everything is going well. And I can say to that new students, while learning this profession, while learning these new positions, everything will be improved. For example, I can say my English improved, my knowledge, not only on financial, overall knowledge was improved, and teachers are amazing, I can say. They always push you. They always try to, they always help you to reach your goal. That's why I will recommend all of you to study hard. If you want to achieve your goal, you should study hard, and teachers will stay with you until the end. Even after getting a job, they will help you a lot. That's all about me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nilufar. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for sharing your experience. Just FYI, guys, Nilufar literally changed her job a week ago, like she pointed out, and that's a question we get a lot from the students. Is it the remote jobs, or is it like you have to go to the office? So it all depends on you. And going back to Amir's question, right? It all depends what you would like. So Nilüfer, like she said, she had a big family and she didn't want to commute to work. So she's been in the market up until she found a fully remote job. So she always working from home. That's her. That's what her current position. So she lives in different state, but she works in New Jersey fully remotely, right? Thank you, Nilüfer. And the next guest speaker, it's ladies first, Beslan and Atalaya. I hope you will understand. Habiba, please share your experience and go ahead, Habiba. We can see you. I think you put your camera on. Here you go, Habiba. Thank you.
Eleanor, we can stop screen share so we can
Sure. Yeah. That's
focus
great. Yeah.
the camera on. Yeah.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. Glad to see you all.
Hey.
I'm Habiba. I started just like you last year, this time, this level up courses. And when I joined, I actually came with a background of law, commercial law. So I had no idea about IT pretty much. And I learned everything from the teachers from level up, starting from basic technologies to all the complicated troubleshootings and all the way to finance. And now I'm settled in a financial industry, and I'm very happy about it because I'm working remote. I can be at the same time traveling and enjoying my life. So, but the thing that you have to keep in mind is when teachers are sharing knowledge and they are asking you to study, you have to do it on time because I had at the beginning, I wasn't kind of, pushing myself pretty much to study. I was like, chill. Okay, I got into the course, and then within the next 6 months, I'm going to change my career. But I wasn't like really taking notes or putting a lot of hours. But then I realized if I don't put those hours, then I cannot actually get to the point where I can get the job. Then I started making sticky notes. I started making lots of notes on Word, on sticky notes, everything. So I tried everything, to be honest. You have to even rewatch the recordings. You have to find the way that works best for you so that at the end of the day, you can remember whatever is being taught. So that's the best way. Whatever the teachers are showing you, the guidance, if they're pushing you to study, that is what you have to take, and you have to go with that, go with the flow. Yeah, the interview process was also amazing. Like I got prepared so well that I nailed my interviews, and I was honored to get this job. Like it's a career transformation within 6 months, which is amazing. Thank you. If you have other questions, let me know.
Great. Thank you, Habiba. Guys, Habiba, so Nilüfer, she's a student of the regular track, but Habiba, she came in, she said, you know what, I need a job yesterday, and she took the fast track. So she's an example of a fast track, guys. So she accomplished that within several months and found a job. Great job, Habiba. Thank you. And we will go with our newly QA engineer. So we have guys. So you see, guys, as we pointed out earlier, so we have a Nilüfer who got several offers. One of them QA analyst manual. She got a production support. Then we have a Habiba, who's a business analyst, fast track, and now we have an engineer, Beslan. Beslan, please go ahead. He's automation guy. So he's a purely like a software development in testing. So that's another example. So we see, guys, we show you guys examples in every single field. It's not like we just talking the talk, but we're walking the walk, and like showing you the examples of our student in every single field. Beslan, please go ahead.
Hey everyone. I think I don't even have such an amazing speech like everyone before me, but I'll just share whatever I went through. Basically, I joined in when was it? Fall 2022, I think, and then studied throughout 2022, 2023. And for me, I knew kind of in advance that I want to do automation engineering. And I also had some experience with finance. I used to do trading myself full time. So that helped me to have flexibility with my schedule and dedicate some more time for studying. And yeah, basically, I would advise everyone to first thing is always ask questions for your mentors and not be afraid to ask any questions. Not be afraid to look stupid or anything like that. Ask any questions. That helped me a lot. Akmal knows that I asked him questions every single day. Yeah, and then for me, it took a little longer because I had some personal things that came up. I had to travel back home, then took a few months off, then came back. So that kind of made it a little more complex for me. So if you can avoid that, I would recommend avoiding that and just staying on course. And yeah, and then when it came to interview process, for me, it wasn't that smooth. I had to kind of learn from my own mistakes, but I might be a good motivation for someone who, doesn't get it from the first time. So don't give up, don't be discouraged, just try again and again and again. And with every interview, you get more knowledge, more experience, more confidence, and you just get more prepared. And study every day, several hours, at least I would recommend. Make notes. Use Google, use YouTube, use ChatGPT, also very useful. Yeah, what else? If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. But that was my journey. So recently I got an offer from New York Times as a QA engineer. Basically, I'll be automating test cases starting this Monday, April 2022. So very excited.
Thank you, Beslan.
Thank
you.
you.
Congrats again.
Congratulations. Yeah, good job, Beslan. And Beslan is another example, guys, that we deliver jobs not only in the finance, even though we concentrate in the finance. So as Beslan said, he's in a different industry. And the next one is our guest speaker. It's Atalay. He is in the finance industry and he is a business analyst. He's a senior business analyst. I mean, most of our, not most of, all of our students are getting the job as the seniors. And another one is Atalay. Atalay, please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Thanks for inviting me, Lenore. Yeah, so I am a little sleepless due to my newborn, as you know, I mentioned. So I am watching the chat while I speak. Please feel free to ask questions, and most likely you will listen. If you keep track on this course, you will probably come across my interview recordings, and you are gonna get some glimpse of what I've been through. And anyways, let me start my experience with the Level Up. So it was just like totally coincidence through a friend. Someone suggested me, and this course is growing every day with the referrals. As you guys can tell, someone referred you here, someone told you here, because there are like so many success stories here. And I witnessed it firsthand, and I would say that my journey was pretty bumpy due to lack of discipline. Even I don't want to say life happened, like you can still like you can still deal with your life, okay, and study hard. I learned that after spending some time, but I learned it in a hard way. I gave it all for so many months, and I just wanna I just wanna suggest to everyone that keep it in mind that when you start something, you eventually finish it. Don't think, first of all, don't even focus the money part or anything, like, is it gonna be waste of time, waste of money? Like, totally ignore that. Just focus on your goal. And once you start, like everything else, it ends. And this one will end good, because it's gonna like put you in somewhere always you like where you want to be always. For example, like we heard, I forgot the name of Nilüfer, I think. She is working now remotely, right? Like that, and taking care of the kids. I was lucky. I got called only once, and I'm working remotely, but eventually now I'm on the market again, even though I am working for better opportunities. Um, so, so I just want to tell you this: just study, focus on your goal. Time passes, okay? Time passes regardless of you study or not. So you better make use of this time, and at the end you will be like, hey, I could have done this like way earlier. If you if you do any gaps, that's what you're gonna be saying, and it's gonna be so regretful. Anyways, so those are my suggestions. I currently work for Bank of America as a senior business analyst, and I am getting like multiple interviews, permanent positions, and then contracts. It's coming up this week, next week, and yeah, this is happening. This is real. I just want you guys to know that, you know, because I was in your boots. I thought the same thing. Like, is it happening? Yes, it is happening. You just have to study, stick with the courses. Okay, I would say that all the courses are really important, so crucial, really crucial. Like everything they say, every question is asked, everything they say, there is like a possibility that that might ask you during the interview, like really high possibility. So focus, listen carefully. Don't watch soccer game, okay? Don't watch NFL while you're watching the video, which my brother did, okay? That's why he is taking so long, okay? Even though I am the best example, some people do that. Some people watch soccer games and then, you know, why is it taking so long? It's taking so long, you're not giving yourself, okay? Please, my advice that give yourself, okay? You're gonna start and it's gonna finish, and it's gonna happen pretty soon, okay? And any questions you guys wanna ask, please shoot now, because I gotta drop. I gotta go watch my son's game.
All right,
Any
thank you,
questions, guys? Okay.
Thank you, Atalay.
Thank you, Leonard.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me
Thank
see
you, Atalay.
anything.
And we have another speaker who just recently found a job. Actually, she found a job, first job 3 weeks ago, and just this week she upgraded her job. I mean, her job offer with the better salary, with the better. I wouldn't say better investment bank, but because both of the jobs she found, it was a great. Uh, the biggest investment banks in the world. Paulina, please go ahead, share your story and share your.
And she rejected one, I think.
She
Right.
rejected already, yeah, one of them. Just
Yeah,
in the market, and she already rejected one.
So 3 offers, yeah.
Yeah, Paulina, you on mute. Go ahead, please.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for these offers that wouldn't be possible without your help. I'm really excited to start my new career, and I'm really grateful for this school and for this opportunity. That's what I was dreaming about when I was coming to this country, to have this career, and you made my dream come true. You made my parents so proud. They're back home in Russia. They are very happy for me too. So I started these classes a while ago, but due to some personal reasons, I couldn't start looking for a job because I was like occupied with some other stuff. And honestly, I really regret that I didn't start earlier, because it did seem scary in the beginning, but eventually it all turned out good. And I just regret that I like last year, like last couple of years, I could have already been working and gaining experience and making good money. And I really regret that like my life turned out this way, but like sooner or later, eventually I got to this point. So I would say to anyone that if you are thinking and debating, should I start or not, really just do it. And like Atalay just said, that time flies so fast, and you will start and you will do whatever it takes for you, and you will eventually get there, get to your goal. I would say that when I just started school, and everyone, like we had a study group, and everyone who really wanted to get a job, everyone got the job. And so as other friends who I referred to the school, and whoever was motivated and who was really interested to get into this field, everyone got the job. So it's really up to you what's your life goal is, if you really dedicated. So for me personally, I was at the point where I had no other choice. I just wanted to finally be done with that. So I quit my previous job, and I had no coming back. Like I had no other backup options. I just had to get the job. So I spent my whole time interviewing for the past months. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't quite understand some parts of the course, like some maybe financial stuff and some terminology. And like one of our teachers said that if you don't understand, just learn it by heart, like a poem, and then it will eventually get to you. So I was listening our lessons, and I was just writing down all the notes, and I would just sit there and just learn this, like reading, and just reading 5-10 times and learning it if I don't understand something. And then one by one, I started to like the puzzle started to build up, and I really started to understand some of the whatever we learned, and I really got the whole picture now. And I came to the interviews already prepared, and I would say that whatever we had on these classes, everything was on the interview, and all the questions they asked, I really. We studied this before, we went over that. Everything was very helpful, so I didn't really need any other outside resources. So thank you again for these amazing opportunities, and I'm really looking forward and excited to start my new career.
Thank you, Polina. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Polina. Congrats again. Good job.
Thank you.
Any questions, guys? Again, you can post in the chat, but I see there's a couple of questions. We'll go over it once we finish. And the next our graduate who actually not a couple of months he already working, and also working in a really big investment firm. Name is Sanjarbek. Sanjarbek, please go ahead, share your stories with us, please.
Yes. Hello, everyone. So I graduated from Level Up, I believe in December, when we finished December, November timeframe, and was really excited to go to the market, find a job, and start working, and follow the steps that teachers laid out for us, that we need to be learning all the things that they taught us. And within a couple of weeks, I was able to find a job, and it was a very smooth process for me. And one of the things that made it easy is because teachers really make every learning experience, I would say, like bite-sized, that you just put in effort and learn the material, and you will step by step learn the foundation and build the foundation for yourself if you are outside of the tech field, and from there just make your career in tech. I was switching from accounting background to IT, So it was a very new experience for me to switch. But with the help of Said and Akmal and Linur, it was a very smooth transition. And they made it easy. And I had a couple things going on the side, running my own business, and doing this was very easy to manage. At the beginning, I had an idea that tech is kind of dying because of, artificial intelligence and a lot of tech layoffs. So that made me think that maybe I should not be doing this. But since I'm in the market now and I see that there's so many companies, despite them being so big, so famous, they still use very old legacy systems that needs to be updated, needs to be transitioned, and AI cannot handle that on its own. So I would say if anybody thinking like that you have plenty of work to do, and you can learn and start your career in tech if you just put the effort. And they made it easy at Level Up. So that's why I'm glad that I did that last year around this time frame, and now working in my job without worrying about in business you have to always worry about what's going to happen. I was in trucking industry, so I was worried about my insurance going up and all this. In tech, you don't have those worries. You just do your job, try to manage the team, make sure everyone's on the same page, and that's it. So in terms of stress in IT is less, so I don't have to stress a lot about rates going up, rates going down. So that made it easy for me to switch, and I can travel as much as possible. So I was just this past month I was in visiting family overseas. So like I could have not done before when I was in doing my own business in other accounting fields where I have to be in the office. Here I work remote most of the time, and yeah, I'm glad I did. And thanks to these guys, you can do it too. So that's my take on it.
Thank you, Sajarbek. Thank you very much, and congratulations once again. I think Akmal, we can take some questions from the chat, right? I see there is
Yeah.
Natia posted the question, and Amir follow up on that one too, guys. We'll keep an eye on that question. So the question from Natia is, I will be outside of the US for 2 months in the summer. Will it be somehow okay for delivering the virtual classes only? Yes, absolutely okay, Natia and Amir. Most of our students, they, like I said, they have a daily job. They might not join, and what they do, or they go for the visit the families and so on. We do not recommend to doing that during the class, but if the circumstances as that, then there's nothing wrong with that. All you need to do is just do not miss the classes and recordings. Go and rewatch the recordings. If you have any questions, you can just text us, ask us the questions, and it's not going to be any problem regarding that. So no problem regarding that, Nadia. I hope I answered your question.
Only the time difference, usually the problem. The time
Yeah,
difference, you might be attending the class very late at night or early in the morning. So that is not a problem.
Akmal, so basically the classes will run the same way as we're running right now, guys. It's online class. It's just you have to wake up whatever time it is. That's all. You can come to class like Akmal is sitting in office, or you guys can join online like you guys join right now. That's all.
But if, like Said said, Akmal said, if you guys cannot join, it's still totally fine, because all of that will be recorded, guys, and will be shared with you. You can rewatch the recordings if you cannot join live. So it shouldn't be a problem. Now, the next question from Yuza, will your college degree level impact our ability to find a job? Absolutely not. It's not going to impact, and those details we'll discuss with you later on while we're going to be preparing your resume. So to your question, it's not going to impact. Okay. Question from Luca. Hey, what about the fast track courses? Will it be same? Yes. Luca, will it be same 7K and split into 3-4 months? Yes, Luca, to your question, the answer is yes. It's going to be same price no matter you're taking fast track or regular class. But the fast track, since you're finishing in 3-4 months, so you have to close the balance, the 7,000 within 3-4 months. Yes. And again, like we said earlier, right? Either you take business analyst, production support analyst, engineer, quality automation. It will not impact the price. The price is the same, guys. We don't change the price, and we don't do that kind of things what maybe you have seen in different courses. Or if you want to take this one, you have to pay extra. Or if you want to do that one, you have to take. Everything is included, guys. Everything from the tool, continue with the platforms, different directions on your career path. Everything is included. We don't have that kind of hidden fees, so-called, right? Where we say, okay, guys, you have to pay extra for this. No, we don't do that. Everything is included. Everything transparent with you. The materials, the price, everything is transparent with you guys. Nilufar, I think we said it right. So Nilufar herself, she got several job offers, but currently she's working, I believe, as a QA, quality assurance analyst. Okay. Habiba has a question. I have a question came from IG Instagram. She did not have a chatting option available. Her question is about finding a remote job, where and how apply for the job, and creating resume and efficiently on the process. So Habiba, the perfect example to this question is Nilufar Shadiva, right? Nilufar has 4 kids, and she found a job in her own state, right, where she has to commute to the work 2 times a week. But then she was keep being in the market, and she found 100% remote job where she doesn't have to go to the office, not even a single day. She worked only remotely. How and prepare a resume? Again, those kind of details will be touching bases during the classes while we'll be doing the interview preparation, guys. Those details we'll share with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am the example of remote job as well. I'm on a fully remote position, and I got it from the first shot. I mean, my the offer that I accepted was the remote position. My actual company is located in Philadelphia. I live in Maryland. I've never been to office. I don't know how the office looks like, but I work remote every day. I communicate. I hang out with my colleagues online, like, we drink coffee together and everything. So you get to hang out remote and everything, but it's fun. It's fun. Sometimes when they have trainings, they might invite you to office depending on the company, but it's rare case scenario. Mostly if you get a remote job, then it's fully remote, and there is no trick on how to get a remote job. It's just when you apply, if you are lucky, you can get the remote job, let's say, right? So you apply on the same platforms. There is no specific platform that you would apply which would get you the remote job. No, there is no secret recipe. It's just you try, you apply every day, and then you try your luck.
Great. Yeah, exactly. Habiba is another example. Habiba, I think she get the several offers too, right, Habiba? And Habiba went with the one which suited her the most, the one she wanted remotely. So everything in your hands, guys. How you want to structure your life, what do you want to do, and you want to do only full remotely, you want to go to the office, it's everything in your hands. You want to finish in 3-4 months, go ahead. You want to finish in the regular 7-8 months, go ahead. So that's that, guys. The question from the once you get the offer, do they do checks? So the question from iPhone, I don't know, your name is not so that kind of details. Again, we will be doing and we will be sharing those details with you guys throughout the courses. Okay. And then, guys, I think we coming to the end, and we have a couple of more slides to share with you. Give me 1 second.
Just, Linur, I want to add
Yeah.
it to that. Well, obviously, when you guys go to market, they will ask for experience, right? So what we'll do is we will give you that experience, guys. You don't have to worry about that part. Okay. So everyone is getting job. We know how that whole process works.
Yep. Thank you, Saeed. Yeah, exactly, guys.
Yeah, as soon as you start with us, you're gonna be our kind of consultant. So we'll give you practical knowledge to do the job. You know, so professional references. So you start with us, you're gonna be consultant, and since you will be working on all those tools, documentations, we can give you the reference as well. You know.
Great.
Mhm.
Questions? So, Akmal, you want to go over this details? If you want to.
Yeah, so classes will start on next week. Next week, same time, 11 a.m. It's New York time, Eastern time zone. So if you are in a different time zone, please adjust. And classes will be 2 weeks free, so means 4 classes, right? So it will be all recorded. It will be just like this on the Zoom. Will be recorded, send it out to you in the Telegram group. So I will strongly suggest keep an eye on the Telegram group that you are on now. So 4 recordings, right? So 4 recordings for this next 2 weeks, for the following 2 weeks, will be shared in that group. So the recording of this orientation will be also is recording now, so it's going to be also shared in the group. So if you have somebody, friends and families, you can send it out, spread the word, so they can watch the recording. They can reach out to us. We have a phone numbers on the website. We can and on the Telegram group. I will share one more time. So you can go to the website and you can, if you have not already, you can uh, um, sign up online. So one thing I'm missing here, sign up online. So let me step back 1 second. So all recordings will be in a Google Drive. So the best thing to sign up is with the Google account. So if you have like a Gmail account, will be perfect. So you can open the Google Drive as well. So if you have some other domains like Yahoo or something else, so I think you can still open, but for the long term, the Google account will be better. Okay. And if you have decided and then going for good, right? So I'm gonna do this, right? I'm gonna change my career and my life. So create a separate Google account just for this class, and in the future for your job searching purposes as well. So all your professional emails will be coming to that email. So you wanted to use that email as a like a first name and last name. Don't do like a something like a Superman 123. So try to make the professional email address like including your first name, last name, or abbreviation, some initials, and then have that email to be used for the class. Okay, so you have the recordings, you have all the shared documents, and later on when you start applying for the jobs, so you will use that email as well. Okay, so that's why we recommend the Google account. So Google Drive will be used. So we are open. So in a tools class, one day for now, we are having a class. I mean, in the classroom. Okay, so in person. One day online, one day in class. Okay. So the office is in Brooklyn, New York, in 2906 Shell Road. So if you wanted to read more, if you can open in this website, levelupacademy.com. In this website, you can check the career path, so-called, the section that talks about what each career path you can take. We see only the presentation. Can you open?
Yeah. I'm doing now, Akmal.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So you can read more about what business analyst does, what quality assurance analyst. It means software testing is about, right? Production support. You can also, once you graduate the BA class, you can also become a project managers, right? So after a couple of years, you can apply for project management. Maybe you have a good experience, will be fitting to that positions. So go to the website. Some areas are still under construction, but you can definitely read about curriculum, about the career path, sign up in the on the website. And the news mostly will be in a Telegram group. So the news part about the website is still under construction. Okay.
Yeah, guys. And on this one, just to point out like a one, what Akmal said, and I'm gonna open this slide so you guys have a phone number. Our phone numbers in front of you. That's why I'm trying to open this slide. So guys, like Akmal said, by now you have to be in the Telegram group, which called Next QA Class Level Up. Guys, if you're not in that group, please text us or send a message via Telegram through this phone number. So this is my phone number, 347-370-2022. You can text me. I'll add you to the Telegram group, or text to Akmal. Here's his number, or Saeed. So make sure, guys, you are in the Telegram group, because all of the details will be shared in the Telegram group. Okay, guys? Any questions so far, guys? Write down your phone number, and then if any question, just ask us, or you can even ask question on that website. I mean, another website, sorry, on the Telegram group. You can ask questions here, and we will be able to respond to you. Any questions, guys, on this? I think there's some questions on the chat. Let me open the chat. When signing up, had to choose the option to automation, will the hold anything? Good question. Amir is asking, when I'm signing up, right? Because on the website, when you sign up, there's an options. Let me just open it, guys.
Yeah, it will be nice, like if you open.
Just 1 second now. Akmal, if you share that, I cannot. Is it on the next group, right? Next Level Up. The link to the
website you can open, like website. I can share a website. You want me to share?
Go ahead, please, Akmal, if you can share.
Okay, 1 second. Oh. 1 second. All right, desktop. Hi, Palin.
There you go.
All right. So you see my screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So here's a website. What I was talking about is you can read about the career path. So this is briefly about what is SDT, this terminology we are using. You might be not familiar with that, right? So what they do generally in the IT environment, right? In IT team. And this is a more like a curriculum that we're gonna go over. So management is your task management, your process management, and technology wise, this is what we're gonna teach, right? And the management wise, this is what you're gonna learn. And financial, like pointed out a lot of those. So you're gonna be working on those. And alumni is working on these companies, big names in especially since we kind of concentrate on fintech, right? So you could see a lot of fintechs, so definitely there are some software companies. Myself, I worked in software company as well. And some of those testimonials. And then here we go, like when you are applying or registering, this will pop up. And let me just register, just test register, right? So first name, last name, email, like usual. So I'll just put my email. and the number. So here, when you're choosing, you have these options, right? So QA analyst, business analyst, SDT, test automation, and production support. This is just, you know, after reading the bill above, right? So whichever you're interested, you can choose, but they are all part of one package, okay? So part of one program. So you can choose any of those, but after reading the, you know, those descriptions that was given above, right? So, so you can choose any of those. It's a one package. It's a one program. So we also have an English and Arabic, like just for community help. You know, some people need to improve their English. So we're opening this program as well. So as soon as we have a good number of students, we will start that with that. Okay, so we have good teacher. We have like more than 20 years experience. So who can handle this? Who'll be handling this English for tech? Okay. So that's how you apply. When you apply, and there will be there's no email, automatic email sending to your email yet. So this will be the message that shows you that it's successfully registered. Okay. Yeah, confirmation. Right. So that you will only have that message, not email.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Akmal. So, Amir, to your question, right? Amir Kadirov, it's not significant. It doesn't mean that if you choose now QA analyst, and in the future, if you want to change it for the business analyst, it doesn't mean that you cannot change it because you already chosen it to be quality assurance analyst. You cannot be production support analyst or something different. It's just for the statistics, but in the future, if you would like to change your mind, not a problem. Okay, I mean, does it make sense?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not a problem. You
So-
can always adjust, because throughout the course, you will have a better understanding of what you want to be doing for the rest of your life, which position fits you better, so you can update that. It's not the Nargiza is asking question, how about age limits? We don't have age limits, and for FYI, guys, if somebody asks you during the interview process, how old are you? That's the discrimination. Nobody can ask you that kind of questions, and nobody can ask you the same thing. What is your religion, or what language you speak, which country you're from? You cannot do that. They cannot do that. And the same thing with the age limits. We don't have age limits.
Yeah, exactly. Recently, I've seen the career coach advice also, like remove the educational, like graduation dates, right? So even those ones usually doesn't need to be in a resume, so it will kind of prevent your employer or future employer to make the decision based on that.
Yeah.
So don't worry about the age. And then we had a good example, like a Irodopai thing, right? So she studied with us, she found the job, and then her daughter also studied and found the job with us. So
Yeah.
if she could do it, you could do that too. Yeah.
And I think Akmal just answered your second question, Nargiza. Your daughter, if she's 18, I would say she is a little bit. By the time she finishes, she probably will be, I don't know, maybe 19.
Yeah, it's 18.
But we do have students who found the job at 19, 20. We can take this offline, Nargiza. I don't think it should be an issue with age being upwards or downwards. And Habiba, she's online actually. She had a similar question, and Habiba.
Yeah, I had issue actually with it. Be careful with it.
It's not nice to asking the age limits, but she does look to me like 16, Habiba. So she found the job, guys. It shouldn't be an issue for you.
No, I found a job, but at the beginning, couple of interviews, I was too honest with them. Like, I was telling my age and all that. Then they were digging into me more and more and more. Even though I was providing all the details they were asking, it raises some uncertainty or whatever. So now, even if it's not work related, I don't tell my age anymore. I can just say the date and the months of the birth, but not the year. That's what you can do.
Exactly.
Like, you can say, I don't know, May 5th or whatever. You don't have to say the year. Just be careful with that, because you don't want the extra headache for yourself.
Thanks, Habiba. Then Nati is asking question, if I got it right, classes will be partly online and we will have come to one day. Nadia, it's not a requirement you to come to the office. It's just like if you feel like you're better studying in the office, you can come to the office. If you're living somewhere which is 2-3 hours away or different state, you can be joining only online. Some of the classes will be just online. But if you feel like coming for the tools classes to class and studying with Akmal, it's not a problem. I will be there out of 3 classes or 2 classes a week. 1 class he will be in the office. And we will probably just going through that, guys, after the coronavirus, online versus in class. But it's not an issue, guys. If you want to come, even if you're going to be 100% in the class, it doesn't mean that you have to come to the class. Or if you're going to be 100% online, you can be just joining online. So shouldn't be an issue. Nigmat, hi, regular class is 7 to 8 months and payment needs to be chosen close. No, regular classes, it's a 7 to 8 months and the payment has to be closed within the 7 months, meaning you have to pay 1,000 a month within the 7 months. Okay.
Yeah, I think the fast track, if you're taking fast track, then the class is 3-4 months and then you need to pay in 3-4 months. And probably the confusion was.
Okay, great, Nigmat. If it's clear, anyone else, guys, any questions? All right, guys, if no question, that was the last call. It was great to see you, all of you guys. And great was sharing our information with you. And hopefully we'll see you soon, guys. Next week is the first class. Let us know, guys. Text us. Do not be hesitating. Do not be just call us, text us. We are here for you to answer all of your questions, and we're here for you to help you guys. Just give us a call. You had my phone number, or you can find my phone number in the chat as well. There's Akmal's, and then there's Said's as well. If one of us is not answering, there's the 2 of us available. Just keep it in mind. We're here for you to help, guys. You guys have a great weekend and happy studying. And thank you for all the great
See you guys.
here today,
Right.
guys. Hear this story. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, alumni. Thank you
Thank
guys for joining.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
wonderful rest of your weekend. Thanks. See you next week then.